Around the time that I got accepted to Art on the Streets was around the time that the Atlanta shooting happened. My mom actually raised me as a single Korean American immigrant mother. I remember staying at my mom's hair salon, as my mom would go to work when I was a kid. And so all of it was just so, it hit so close to home. I don't think I've ever really experienced that kind of grief and rage. I didn't know what to do for a minute, and then I just tried to channel all of that grief and rage and those intense emotions into creating this piece. I couldn't stop thinking about, if this senseless act of tragedy didn't happen, what would these women's stories be? What would be the things that they were dreaming of? What were the things that they were crying about? So this is kind of in memory of the tears uncried, and yeah, their stories untold. A week or two after, Colorado was hit with a mass shooting out here. Especially after a year like 2020, I don't know anybody who hasn't experienced some kind of immense loss. So yeah, this is just kind of for anybody who's been grieving or felt a loss. Art has been something that has been part of my life since I could hold a pencil. When I was 17, 18, I really didn't think that this was a possibility for me. This is part of the Asian American story. I'm first generation, so I think a lot of first generations kind of feel indebted in a way to their parents for their sacrifices of coming here, and the idea of pursuing something in a creative field was just not available for my mom's generation. She grew up in a completely different era, completely different time, completely different country. A lot of people were living in poverty, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to UCSB and I'm gonna follow this normal trajectory of life and make my mom proud. And yeah, that didn't pan through, luckily for me now. People are into it. I hear people shouting on the streets like, it looks great, or people come by and share what they think about it. Everyone's just very welcoming, very friendly, and I love the air and the scenery. I feel like anywhere I go, it's just so beautiful. So yeah, I love it out here.